Welcome back. Let's continue our discussion on the security situation and the statement by the National Security Advisor over the improvement in security across the country over the last 2 years. I'm now being joined on the program by Dr. Nnamdi Okonkwo, who is a former commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us on the program. You heard the National Security Advisor and what he said about the security situation in the country, saying that, look, there's been some improvement in the past 2 years. And he went on to back up his claim with vital statistics. What's your take on what he said?
You see, what he said is not a simple yes and or no situation. It's not like the government has not done one or two things. The government has done a few things to see how they can remedy the situation. Over the years, we had it dangerously bad. But since the last couple of years that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu came in, he has tried to increase the security budget. He has given new instructions. But as much as all of these have been in place, there have been several increases in security situations and the security challenges we have. It's either very bad in the north, very worse in the southeast, and very minimal in the southwest. But it's been a mixed reaction, I must be frank with you.
What would you say is the missing link here? Because, I mean, you just confirmed now that the government has increased the defense budget. We know that. Even in the last budget, defense got the biggest chunk of the budget. So why is it that, this increase in budgetary provision now for defense is not translating to significant improvement in security across the country?
It will be most difficult for an increase in security budget to increase security, to improve security situations in any situation in Nigeria. The reason being that as some of us are fighting to see that we have security for the citizenry, some people are also fighting to see that the security situation goes spirals downwards. So the missing link here is the coordination. The coordination is the missing link. We don't have a proper coordination of all the security agencies, and they are not speaking in one voice and all operating in one modus operandi. The modus operandi is scattered. One set of group is operating one instruction, another group is operating another instruction, even though they are intended to move towards one goal, which means trying to put Nigeria in a situation where the security challenges will be less burdensome. But unfortunately, the lack of coordination has kind of dangerously put Nigerian citizens in a dire situation. As it is right now, I could rightly tell you, and honestly speaking, that Nigeria is in a quagmire. Because the more we try to fight the insecurity, the more that the security challenges double.
But it's quite surprising when you say there's no coordination among the security agencies, because the National Security Advisor says, look, there has never been any time when coordination is better than we have it now. And even the defense chiefs have come out to say, look, there's now better coordination. And they've also gone, that, look, for instance, you take a look at the statistics that Ribadu reeled, and let me read some of them to you. Security forces have neutralized over 300 bandit kingpins, and they've rescued 12,100 hostages held by criminal gangs. More than 14,000 illegal firearms have been recovered and all of that. And, he goes on to say, look, this is as a result of the collaboration among the various security agencies.
You see, much as there is collaboration, the collaboration has to be deeply coordinated. It is true that we have heard that 1,001 bandits have been neutralized. X number of them have been captured. Some leaders of the bandit group or terrorist group have also been neutralized. But the fact remains that the coordination is not enough. If they are far much more coordinated than they are right now, I can assure you that Nigeria can come out of the entire situation. But what does it take to stop an insecurity in a typical country like Nigeria? All it requires is a simple surveillance for detection, detection to communicate, communicate to raise your countermeasure and establish a control. But we're leaving this too shaky and too shady that a lot of the fighting foot soldiers complain that they are not well taken care of, and therefore some of them don't even listen to some of the instructions they give them. But they will do well if they run a proper coordination of the entire issue. The synergy is there, but the coordination is the most flimsy side of it, from my own point of view.
All right, I think we just have to leave it there. Dr. Nnamdi Okonkwo, former commandant of the Nigeria's Security and Civil Defense Corps, thank you very much, sir, for coming on the program and sharing your thoughts with us. All right, that's how much we can take on the program this week. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next week.